What's up, Legends, and welcome back to the Nexus. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the news that's setting the world ablaze. First up, an unbelievable sight captured right over Canton, the International Space Station, making a surprise appearance. We've got the exclusive details on this celestial flyover that had everyone looking up. Then, we jet off to the United Nations, where world leaders are gathering amidst unprecedented global turmoil. With conflicts raging and technology advancing at breakneck speed, the UN is facing its biggest test yet. We'll break down the urgent discussions and high-stakes negotiations happening right now. But the quest for peace isn't just happening in New York. We're heading to Kauai, where hundreds gathered to celebrate the International Day of Peace with singing, dancing, and the powerful ringing of bells, sending a message of unity and hope across the globe. And finally, a powerful message of inclusion from Zimbabwe as the EU joins in celebrating the International Day of Sign Languages, championing the deaf community and their right to communication. It's a story of solidarity you need to hear. All this and more on today's Legends Nexus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Look up, the International Space Station was spotted right over Canton. This incredible celestial event saw the orbiting laboratory captured in the skies above the village of Canton, a breathtaking moment for all who witnessed it. Submitted by Kevin Mousaw, this photo isn't just a snapshot. It's a testament to human achievement and our ever-expanding reach into the cosmos, visible even from our own backyards. This sighting serves as a powerful reminder of the constant activity above us, a marvel of engineering and international cooperation that continues its mission in low Earth orbit. It sparks wonder about the astronauts on board and the science being conducted hundreds of miles above our heads. Social media lit up with awe and excitement as locals shared their own glimpses and reactions to the ISS passing overhead, turning a quiet night into a shared astronomical event. And that's just the beginning of our interstellar journey. But hold on, because our next story takes us from the stars down to the very heart of global diplomacy. Get ready to explore the tense atmosphere at the United Nations as leaders grapple with a world on the brink. As the world faces unprecedented conflict and division, its leaders are converging at the United Nations for a critical summit. This year's gathering at the UN General Assembly is happening at one of the most volatile moments in its 80-year history, with leaders from nearly 150 nations facing down unyielding wars in Gaza and Ukraine, rapidly advancing technologies, and widespread hunger. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has described the situation as turbulent, even uncharted waters, urging nations to bridge divides and find solutions to pressing global issues. The agenda is packed, with key topics including the escalating conflict in Gaza, the future of the United Nations amidst funding cuts, and the complex geopolitical landscape shaped by shifting U.S. foreign policy. Discussions are also focused on climate change, the crisis in Sudan, and the growing influence of extremist groups. Leaders are under pressure to move beyond posturing and promises to achieve tangible progress on issues like poverty, education, and gender equality, with the UN's own reform and financial stability also on the line. Public reaction is a mix of cautious hope and skepticism, with many watching closely to see if dialogue can overcome deep-seated polarization and lead to de-escalation and concrete actions. From the high-stakes debates in New York, we're shifting gears to a more harmonious global gathering. Stay tuned as we discover how communities are actively building bridges through celebration. Prepare for a vibrant report on how people are coming together to champion peace on a global scale. Across the globe, the International Day of Peace is being celebrated with vibrant displays of culture and unity. In Kauai, hundreds gathered at the Kauai Soto Zen Temple and Storybook Theater for a day filled with song, dance, and the symbolic ringing of bells. This year's theme, Act Now, resonated as communities came together for an international potluck, cultural performances, and a powerful ceremony where over 5,000 paper cranes, representing hope, were ceremonially burned to send their spirit soaring. The event, a collaboration between the Kauai Soto Zen Temple, Storybook Theater, and the Interfaith Round Table of Kauai, marked the biggest Peace Day celebration in 13 years. It fostered fellowship among locals and visitors, including a group from Naples, Italy, highlighting the universal desire for peace. Participants shared meals, engaged in cultural exchanges, and made personal affirmations for peace, echoing the United Nations' own efforts, which established the day in 1981 and later designated it as a period of nonviolence and ceasefire. Even preschoolers joined in, ringing bells to send their messages of peace. The community's response has been overwhelmingly positive, with many inspired by the collective effort to promote understanding and harmony, turning a day of observance into a powerful, shared experience. While Kauai is ringing in peace, another community is finding its voice through a different kind of celebration. Get ready for a story that emphasizes the power of communication and inclusion. We're heading to Zimbabwe next, where a significant cultural milestone is being recognized with international support. The European Union is standing in solidarity with Zimbabwe to mark the International Day of Sign Languages, a powerful testament to inclusion and communication. This annual observance on September 23rd underscores the importance of linguistic diversity and the fundamental right to communication for all. In Zimbabwe, the EU has been actively supporting the deaf community through various initiatives, fostering greater accessibility and amplifying their voices. Key EU-backed programs include supporting theater and drama for deaf performers and making history in 2022 by providing the first-ever live sign language interpretation for the prestigious National Arts Merit Awards, NAMA. Most recently, the EU ensured sign language interpretation was available at the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, ZITF, including at the EU stand and press conferences, demonstrating a commitment to ensuring no one is left behind. These efforts highlight a dedication to bridging communication gaps and celebrating the rich contributions of the deaf community. The EU's engagement reflects a broader global movement towards recognizing and upholding the rights of sign language users worldwide. This celebration has garnered significant attention and praise, with many commending the EU and Zimbabwe for their proactive steps in promoting accessibility and actively including the deaf community in cultural and public life. And that brings us to the end of our global spotlight. But before you go, we've got a quick recap of all the incredible stories you missed today. Don't go anywhere. We're about to hit you with a lightning round of all the top headlines and a massive call to action. And that's a wrap on today's Legends Nexus. We saw the International Space Station grace the skies over Canton, world leaders convene at a critical UN summit amidst global crises, hundreds celebrate International Day of Peace with vibrant festivities in Kauai, and the EU joins Zimbabwe in championing the International Day of Sign Languages. What a rundown. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more epic content, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, drop a comment below telling us your favorite story, and follow us on all our socials. We'll see you in the next one.